So in the previous video you received the good news with us. We finally have an engine that can go in the car. But not like this. This is so dirty, look, so dirty. And even the wiring is a mess. Now, the engine has a couple of days before it arrives to us and then a couple of more days to assemble it. So we have about 4 days when we can sort all of this out. So let's waste no time. Let's fix the wiring, let's clean the subframe, change the engine mounts, clean the engine bay as well. Let's begin. Let's begin with the wiring. We have 3 engine looms and one of them is in pristine condition, but unfortunately that is from America, where the driver seat is on the left of the vehicle. So that is a left-hand drive harness which we cannot entirely use, but we can use the connectors, the sheathing, the tapes around it and everything, the protected layering. We can use all of that, so we'll use that from the brand new wiring and some connectors from the C6 wiring. So we'll create an amalgamation of the 3 and hopefully we'll have one good harness. Let's begin. So this is the harness out of the C7. This is out of the C6. This should be more or less similar to this, and that is from a C7 from the America. That is not going to be same at all, but we are going to use most of its connectors because look at the state of the connectors here. Broken, and there is a connector which is entirely missing. I'll find and show you, wait. Yeah, look at this. There are supposed to be 2 connectors here, but why would you do this? Why? I mean, this harness is in such a poor state. Anyway, that's what we're gonna fix. Let's begin first by cleaning these wiring harnesses, and then we can decide which one we're gonna mainly use. It's most probably we're gonna use this one, but it has everything is just reconnected in here, and I do not trust this wiring at all. Look at this. This is what a wiring harness should look like. All the connectors are intact. There is no oil on them. Everything is so clean. Look at it. No protective layering has been broken on this. It's all intact. This is how it should be. I'll try to make this wiring work entirely. I'll see if it is possible. The only problem right now is the ECU and the fuse housing, like the fuse box housing on a left-hand drive vehicle is on the left-hand side right here, and on a right-hand drive vehicle it is over on the right-hand side. So imagine engine sits right here, and in this engine sits right here, but this is on the left side and that is on the right side. If there is any way if I can switch this from here to here, we will entirely use this harness, which I really wish to use because look at how clean it is. So I'm going to figure out if there is a way to transfer all of this from here to here, and then we can use this. Which will be the best? What are the chances that we can use it? I mean, I have to spend at least 1 hour of brainstorming on this, and then we'll figure it out if it is possible at all or not. It should be possible. I just don't wish to ruin this and then still not be able to use it because it is pretty clean. So I'm going to compare it entirely if the ECU pinouts are the same, and then I'm going to tear it apart and transfer all of this over here. This is what that connector should look like, and it is just a strand of wires over there. We have to do that with almost every connector now because the new wiring which I have ordered, I knew it wasn't the right one because I could not find the right one of the right year. I ordered that mostly for the connectors and the sheathing on them, but I was hoping that I could use it, but I cannot. I cannot use the entire new wiring harness. We have to repair entirely the old one. So it's gonna be a long day. So look at this connector. We'll just take this out and put it there with its rubber sheathing on top of it. So all of these connectors have numbers on them where each wire goes, So I just have to keep a note of where each wire goes, which color goes where, and then just deepen it and repin it there according to the number and the colors. So this is the connector, or what should have been a connector, but since they broke it, they just removed the pins and connected them to this O2 sensor directly. Just pinned them across, put a tape on it, because that is the same thing, right? It's the same thing. If someone ever has to open it, they have to spend half an hour trying to rip apart the screw, rip apart the tape. So anyway, let's just match the numbers now and insert them inside of this connector. We'll also put this rubber protection on top. This wiring is so terrible that even while removing the terminals just from the broken connector, one terminal broke off clean. If this happens to more than 3 connectors, I would say I'm going to ditch this entire wiring. I'm not going to repair it, because then I'll have a constant doubt in my mind for this wiring. I'll try to make that one work 100% and I'll ditch this one entirely. So the first connector for the O2 sensor has finally been rebuilt. There is officially a connector now, which there should have been in the first place, but anyway, we have also applied this rubber covering on it. Much better than the tape solution. So let's move on to the next one. Look at this. It's a mess. Broken, clips are exposed. I mean, we have a million more connectors to go, so let's not stop. Let's continue. So this connector is really dirty, the replacement one that we have found. So we're going to clean it properly, because if we are repairing something, it has to be clean, it has to be perfect, it has to look new. So we will clean each and every connector, and at the end we will put the entire wiring loom in a bucket and wash it properly. So let's clean this. So we have found the replacement connector is the exact same. We have cleaned it and now we are ready to replace it. One of these wires is entirely destroyed on this. The insulation is entirely gone, so we have to fix this too. So now I'm deepening the DSG connector. I'm taking out the pins one by one so that I can remove this and then replace it with this. This is brand new. As you can see, it even has the protectant on top, which this lacks. We have replaced a lot of connectors, we have repaired a lot of wiring, and after this I'm just gonna put it in a tub, wash all of it properly with diesel, with soap, and then apply brand new tape as well later on. But right now we wish to clean it properly because there is a lot of gunk on it. So once this is done, we will wash it. So the connector has been removed. I can remove this old protectant now. It is getting stuck on the wires. So we have removed this protective shield from the new harness, and now we are going to put it on our old harness. And we will also use a new connector instead of the old one, which has poor seal by now, I feel, but I don't know if that's true, but this is new, so looks better. Look at this DSG connector now. Looks brand new. This is how we'll make the entire wiring look like. So a couple of connectors are left and then we'll wash it entirely. Unfortunately, we could not use the wiring from America. That was really different, unfortunately, but it's fine. We have fixed most of the things. We just need to wash it now and add proper tape around most of the things. Then we'll be good. So we have replaced most of the broken connectors. Some are left because they were neither in the newer wiring or the older wiring. And I have to repair some more wiring like this coil connectors, but I will do that later on once it is cleaned. So right now it's time that we clean it because it looks really dirty, it's really filthy and filled with oil in multiple places. So we need to get rid of that oil, get rid of the dirt, get rid of all the failing tape. This is not even the correct tape that they have used. I will show you the correct tape that should be used. Once it's clean, we will work a little bit more on it and then we will put all the protective layering on it as well. So let's clean it. It's fine to use water as long as it doesn't have electricity flowing through it, and if at the end we dry it completely before plugging it in, it's totally fine. Most of the corrosion that occurs, it's because electricity is flowing through it. These don't rust, it just corrodes. So once they are unplugged, it's fine to clean them. Just do it responsibly, dry it properly. That's all. I'm using some diesel to get rid of the oils, not a lot because diesel degrades rubber and they have rubber seals, as you can see. So don't use too much, just a little bit. And we are having to use these harsh methods because the wiring is so dirty. It has been out of the car for such a long time and it has seen a lot worse than a normal engine loom should. So we have to clean it that way and we have to take care of it that way. So it's fine. I'm gonna clean it properly. Don't worry, diesel won't stay on it. Now some amount of dirt has come out. You can see the state of the water down there. But this is just some of it. We have to go through with this with shampoo as well and then pick up each and every connector and use brush on them. But you can see the loom already looks sort of new, sort of. Now we're using some shampoo to break down further dirt on it. मेरे मुंह पे आ गया सारा. But look, you can see colors now. When before all you could see was oil, dirt and whatnot, but now you can see colors. We have to rinse it about a million more times now, so let's just rinse it properly to get rid of all the shampoo, diesel, whatever we have put in. Much better, doesn't it? No more of dirt, no more of gunk, no oils. I can touch it and my hands are clean. Look, clean. This is how a wiring should be. But we have a lot more work to do. Let's take it inside. Now cleaning it was not the only aim. We cleaned it right now because now I'm going to add all of this protective layering on it. If I had added this before, this would have just absorbed the water like these do. So I blew a lot of air on it to dry these. But now we need to add all of the protective coverings, even this one. This is a classic Audi V loom. I mean, this loom is present on V6s, V8s, V10s, everything. So this really tells you that the car is a V6 and a sporty one. This lagged it, so I'm going to remove it from here, add it here, add proper tape. I got the proper tape, let me show you. We have tape. So instead of using electric tape, the electric vinyl plastic tape, you should use this on engine looms. I will show you the difference. This is felt tape and this is regular electric tape. See the difference? So this is what happens to electric tape after a while. It opens up, it doesn't stay on it, and it makes the wire sticky as well. But felt tape doesn't open up easily unless you cut it, and it doesn't get sticky when you remove it either. And it makes the wiring look sharp as well. It is functional and it looks better too. So everywhere they have used electrical tape on this, and it has just made the wiring look like a mess. So I will remove all of that, apply felt tape, and then take all of the coverings like these, the layering from the new wiring, and install it on this. so that it will look pretty and it will function well as well. Let's begin. So what they've done to this connector is, they might have found this connector separately and realized that this was broken, so they found it separately, and instead of decrimping it and adding crimps into the connector, they just taped or turned wires on the old terminals. So what we'll do is remove terminals from this and insert these terminals directly, because that is how it should be. This is just a mess. What sort of repair is this? The wiring is now ready. You can see I have laid it down as it would go inside of the engine bay. The ECU would go here. This is the fuse box wiring. This is the wiring for some solenoids. And this is the wiring for the coil pack, the DSG, and finally at the end it is for the external pump for the supercharger. Can you believe that this is the same harness? Can you believe it? We have spent like 2 days on this wiring and now it looks brand new. There are no frayed ends, no plastic tape. This is all the plastic tape that came out, by the way. Some of the sheathing was torn apart, so we put new one in. And we got these red coil pack covers installed as well. Looks clean, looks new, newish. I mean, it doesn't look brand new, but yeah, it does look much better than it was. I even added these ends to the connectors, you know, because I had so many wirings, so I thought let's just give it my 100% or 110, and this is the result. At least the wiring is ready. Well, not 100%, we still have this compressor connector to fit, but other than that the wiring is more or less done. What we will do now is clean this, so that when we have the engine in the next episode. By the way, an update on the engine. The block is good, thumbs up. They are working on the head. They say valves are good, so they'll just redo the sleeves and we'll have the block, the head by Monday, and today is Friday. So unfortunately we won't have it in this video, but in the next video we will have it put together and inside of the car, hopefully. So we have to clean this properly. All this gunk, all this dirt doesn't look good with a fresh engine, fresh wiring, fresh everything. So it's time to clean this now. This is done. Next up, let's begin. Let's pull this aside. I am going to clean this separately as well. Actually, I wanted to clean the entire car outside. I wanted to put this up, take it outside, but then I realized we'll have to put it down anyway once we have to put the engine in. So too much work. It's not worth it. So we'll sacrifice the floor here. It will get a little bit dirty, but we will clean this entirely and clean this outside. The best decision during this process was to get these trolleys made. They have made life so much easier. And can you believe people were not trusting these? They were like, oh, they will break, it's wood. I'm an engineer, okay. Oh, I don't mean to be smug, but but I knew it wouldn't fail, okay. Let's begin with some vacuuming first. This is a bracket for this pump, and it was never in its bracket, and the connector is broken, this pump's connector. I'll try to find a new one. More leaves, more dirt. So this side is done, mostly done. We will go in further detail, but the difference is evident already, I hope. Look at it. I can finally see this wire is red. All this time I was thinking this is black, but now I see it. It was red all this time. As I'm cleaning this car, I'm finding more and more Audi logos. Till this point I was just seeing Volkswagen logos, but there are some Audi logos uniquely on some parts, which is cool. It feels like this is an Audi. Other cars just feel like they're a Volkswagen. We are almost done, Spoily says, but we have a long way to go. Now we have mostly cleaned the engine bay, mostly. There are some stains which just aren't going away. Beyond this just requires paint, and right now I'm not going to paint it. So it's fine as much as it has been cleaned. Looks much better than before, for sure. We have cleaned up a lot of gunk where water would reside and eventually it would rust. So we have cleaned up so much gunk. We even removed the AC intake, cleaned it properly. Everything that was removable, we have removed it, cleaned it. And we also have some brackets which need to be powder coated. Yeah, it's in my hand. And these brackets, these all need to be powder coated. So I'll send this to Code Pro Customs and they will have it powder coated and sent back, and then we will assemble it with the engine. Also, thank you so much for the amazing response on the website. In the last video, I announced that silhouettes are available and you all ordered so many of them. Thank you so much for that. They are still available and we are soon going to add more cars to it. And you will have an option to add your car. You can type there that I want this car, and then we will soon launch the silhouette of that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. In the next video, the engine will be inside of this car. Possibly the next video will be about its first drive. Hopefully. It is a long shot, but maybe. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week. Same time.